girls. It is I, your only, your favorite, Jam! Yes, thank you. I would like to introduce you all gathered here to my little game show called Content Thief. The premise is very simple. I will spin this giant wheel of pain and misfortune. Whomever it lands on gets their content stolen. Simple, right? Well, let us spin this bad girl. Ooh, a strong start, beginning with a smaller one. Very well. Here is how I turned my life around, learned how to code, and made my first ever game. Hey, this is Jam, and I made my first game after 10 years of failure. To catch up to speed, ever since I was sent here to this mortal realm, I was fascinated by video games and the art of making them. However, I never could quite understand it. I tried and tried for years. Failure after failure, nothing ever worked. Until one certain night, I met a P, an NB. They introduced me to their friends and we've created this little band of misfits. One of those misfits is a programmer girl. Her audacity of being better than me at something I'm interested in sparked my passion for coding once again. And after years and years of failing, it finally clicked. One summer evening I suddenly understood. I understood what coding is really about. Coding isn't like learning a language. Thanks to her, I comprehended that coding is actually an art of making tools to make tools that allow you to achieve your final product. And so it began. After trying to make a few projects way too ambitious for me, I toned it down a little and decided to make a FNAF fan game. And as I so tend to, I sprinkled a pinch of SCP into it, and so a long overdue love child of Freddy Fazbear's and the Foundation was born. As every programming project starts, I began with choosing an engine. I decided to go with GameMaker Studio 2. For once, it is a 2D game engine, which in theory should be easier than a 3D one, and secondarily, the Undertale was made in TMS, and I like Undertale. Nextly was the art style, and I am a digital artist first and programmer second, at least back then I was, so this was the easier part for me. I went with a mixture of 3D environments, using my recently learned Blender skills, and 2D hand-drawn characters. With each line of code I wrote, I learned more and more, just figuring out increasingly complicated things, starting from changing backgrounds, to detecting where your mouse is, to making the whole camera system, and I would love to say the rest was a stroll in the park, or that there was a big crisis which interrupted my work for months, and would fit really nicely narratively. It would fit in really nicely narratively. But none of that. I actually just went on a hiatus out of ADHD-induced boredom. Fortunately, half a year later, I came back. I suddenly, out of nowhere, got this need to make something, to code, to write. Swiftly, I made progress on the camera system, as well as starting the work on my biggest enemy of the project, the terminal. You see, this isn't your regular FNAF fan game. First of all, you can see all the screens at once. Second, there's only one door. And last, but unfortunately not least, there is the terminal. The function of the terminal is that by typing certain commands, it will perform different actions. Actions that can stop the advances of your enemies, such as refuel the acid in the tank of 682, or close the blast doors, and it all would be smooth sailing. And for the fact that they decided to make the letters flicker. Because, you know, when you write something, your cursor flickers, and when you're writing on the terminal, it shows you your cursor flickering, right? Well, I got mostly everything under control. The letters work, but when the first letter is invisible and you type something out, every letter will just disappear. But, well, that's enough of the technical mambo-jumbo. You're here to hear about the gameplay, aren't ya? Well... the gameplay loop is a standard FNAF-like fun game, you know the jazz. However, how I mentioned previously, you can see on the cameras at once. On the cameras themselves you will notice 4 skips. 106. The Old Man. He works similarly to the puppet and the clown from One Night at Humpty's merged together in this abomination of a love child. It will slowly emerge from the hole in your wall, and you will need to make him stop by sacrificing a member of D class using the terminal. Nextly on our list is my first creation, 682, the Hard to Destroy Reptile. She works similarly to Toy Freddy from Ultimate Custom Night. You'll need to make sure that the acid is replenished, changed ever so often, otherwise she will break out and kill you. And yes, I know originally the lizard is a male, but this is my fanon, and she looks like a girl for me. I don't know why, don't ask me. Ask my gay-ass brain, I don't know. Not to say that I want the original one to be gender swapped, just my fun, and it's my fun game, I can do what I want. Next is our favorite plague doctor, SCP-049. He will walk around in his laboratory, occasionally going out to stroll around the facility. The last of our crew is the statue, the Peanut, SCP-173, the main star of SCP Foundation. As you may see, it doesn't look how it usually does. As most of you probably know by now, there were some freaky copyright stuff, and the original image is no longer the face of the SCP-173. That's why I made my own. And I'm really proud of the design. I think it's really cool, like, really unusual. Instead of being one block of just concrete, it's more like a web, concrete panels, cubes, and reinforcements. And what I am very, very proud of, aside of the, making a game thing, are the mechanics. How they interlink with each other. You see, to slow down the old man, you need to turn around. However, when you turn around, you're not looking at the cameras, which means the statue can move. Pretty much turning anywhere makes the camera turn off, meaning that 173 will move freely. Same with 682, you need to turn around to replenish her acid, and once she's broke out, you're screwed. Kind of. There is a way to slow her down by closing the blast doors, so you might think, why wouldn't I have the blast doors always closed? Well, if let's say 049 happens to be at your door once the blast doors are closed, he won't leave you alone wasting your power away, making you turn around and open these damn blast doors so you can stop wasting power on your door. Blast doors don't cost any energy, but they must cost your life if you're not careful. Statue is the only one you can't really deal with, per se. There is no command to make it go back, there's no door to open. It will just move on its own, but it can block the ways for the other SCPs, so it can be useful, but it can be deadly as well. And so, this is the state of the game for now. The rudimentary mechanics work somewhat smoothly, enemies have AI and try to kill you. The terminal works most of the time. The game itself is in a playable state. And that is precisely why I am publishing the demo on itch.io for all of you wonderful mortals and immortals alike to play and give your feedback. I am extremely proud of what I've made and how far I came during this journey, and I would be stoked if you guys checked it out and leave your comments, because I am in love with this. I love coding so much. I was so mad at myself for not learning to code earlier. And if you are interested in it, give it a try. Try doing it. If you fail, do it again. I don't care. If you're interested in coding, do it. Even if you can't, do it. Because it is a wonderful feeling. And I'm so enormously proud of what I've made. So please, check it out. And if you like it, leave a comment below. Hit this red little subscribe button underneath, because there's going to be more where that came from. I'm planning on more devlogs, animations, more stuff overall. I'm so hyped. You can't even imagine. I love you here on this wonderful journey of learning and coding and doing shit together. I hope you liked it. For further progress, how I said, stick around, because there's going to be more devlogs. And subscribe. And that's everything I got for you for now. Cannot wait to see you next time. See ya!